Well, hello everyone. It is that time again. It is Friday evening, and this is from the Ground Up segment. My name is C, and I am the owner of CLM Custom Designs on Etsy as well as YouTube. And my channel is all things crafting. So, welcome if you've been here before. Welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. Come on in and take a seat, and let's see what we got going on for tonight. Oh, something's on my screen. Anyway, let's get the housekeeping out of the way, especially since I'm waiting for my guest to log on. She is, I think, having some technical difficulties, which we have sometimes on this channel. So we don't let it stop us. We just go right on through them. Anyway, housekeeping out of the way. If you have not already, please like or please subscribe to my channel so that you won't miss any of my content that I drop out weekly. Also, hit the notification bell, and that way, if you forget, then it will notify you when something new drops. Also, if you have not checked out my Etsy store, please go and do that as well, because all the things that I feature on my channel are on my Etsy store. Well, most of them anyway. I do a lot of customs, so if there's something that you want that you don't see, you can certainly reach out to me directly. Now, other than that, we will wait for my guest to. Oh, looks like she just popped in. Perfect timing since we got the housekeeping out of the way. Let me go ahead and add her into the studio. Well, hello. How are you? I think you got your mute on. No? Okay, say something now. Oh, you can hear. Wow, let me just Nope, I am not good. Let me answer if they can hear us. I do hear you. But anybody in can you hear me? Respond. Let's see. Okay, so I am being heard. I hear you. I don't know who's now. Say something now. I heard a click.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, and I can hear you too. So, and the feedback is going. So that's wonderful. Okay, guys, here we go. As I mentioned before, this is from the ground up where we get a chance to meet entrepreneurs and kind of go on their journey a little bit. So, here is the guest of honor now. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell the people what you do?
My name is Merit Ngomo. I have a hair braiding business in Atlanta, Georgia.
All right. Okay. I think this is my first stylist that I've had on, so I'm excited. Lots of questions. The first question I'm going to ask is it strictly braiding, or do you do any other styles, or is it just strictly braiding?
For now, it's strictly braiding.
Okay. Awesome.
Braids, not just braids, locks, natural hairstyles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of people with natural these days, so there's a definite need for natural hairstyles. A lot of people think just because their hair is natural, they really don't have to do anything. It's like it's natural. I don't have to do anything. So not true. You still have to maintain natural hair. Not that you can tell by mine today, because I'm sure I look a hot mess. I'm not feeling well. I didn't work today, so it's just kind of one of those days. But anyway, let's kind of rewind the clock a little bit. Did you always want to braid hair or do hair when you were a little girl?
No, I never wanted to. How did it start? Let me remember. So I'm number four of six children. I have three older sisters. So back when I was growing up in Nigeria, um, middle child syndrome. I never want to do anything. So I always like to hang out with my sister who was braiding hair at the time. So yeah, I was braiding. So it was something I did. I started doing for fun, and then that was it. Eventually, I moved in to go live with my aunt for 6 years, who had a salon. So I would say I was professionally trained indirectly. Yeah, so I stayed with my aunt, learned how to braid and all that. And then after high school, I went to college. I had regular job until I moved to the United States.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happened when you got here?
So prior to getting here, I learned how to braid as a kid before I was 10 years old.
Right.
So it was something I always, you know, did for people, but not for money. I was, if I see someone braiding hair or I go to salon to get my hair done and they're busy, I start helping them. It was something. So I stayed up to date. Yeah, I naturally, for some reason, stayed up to date with modern trends in terms
Okay.
of braid. So when I came here, those days I was in Delaware.
Okay.
I helped a friend. I did a friend's hair, and she went to her job, and some people saw there and were like, "Who did your hair? She did a great job." Blah blah blah. So, and one of the persons that worked with her said her sister owned a braiding shop. If I want to work there, and
Uh-huh.
then I started going. At first it was a casual thing, like a part time thing. I don't know if it was a part time, just something to waste time.
It's
And
always time.
mm, yeah, so the more I spent time in the place, the more I saw that there was need in the industry. A lot of people were just doing hair. They didn't really understand how to do hair. They didn't understand. It wasn't, they were doing it for the money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I saw it was more about the money. It was about finishing, getting paid, jumping to the next customer. So
Got
that's
you.
how I picked real interest in hair braiding. Yeah.
Because you were more into the quality than necessarily just getting the
Yeah,
hair.
I'm more into quality. Yeah, I'm more into quality. I'm more into protective style.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'm more into dignity in labor. If I don't know if that's the right word to use, because when I was braiding in the African braiding shop, I was people being very disrespectful
Oh wow.
to the Africans.
Mm,
Yeah, people just say, you know, it was it was a case where someone will come to get their hair braided, will sit on the chair, get their hair braided. The braider will spend 3, 4 hours, and after you finish, she says she don't like it, take it down. I
wow.
felt that yeah. So I felt that there should be more to this. There should be a better approach to this. It shouldn't. Everybody's time and money should be worth it.
That's
If
right.
I know you work hard, yeah, I know you work hard for your money. I know you sat here for 3 hours, but I have stood here for 3 hours behind you, giving
Hmm.
you what I consider my best. So, so I came up with the idea to do it my way. So,
Okay.
my way is that you gotta be sure of what you want. In my shop, I
Hmm.
don't do refunds. The moment you
Listen,
come,
I understand.
I don't do refund. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't do refunds. But then I let you make your choice. The
Hmm.
moment you come, you tell me what you want. I have a website where people book, carlyhair.com, where people book their styles. There are picture reference in case if someone is confused. Even if you come, I
Hmm.
still want you to tell me how you want it for yourself as
Sure.
an individual. So I offer a tailor-made pattern, like it's for
Mhm.
you. It's
Okay.
not for everybody. So even when you come, you tell me this is how I want it. This is even if it's 10 braids across the face, and you say, "Oh, I want mine 12," I'm fine. You want 12. So when I do the first one, I give you time. I put you by the mirror in my shop. The customer sits in front of the mirror. We don't back the mirror, so you see everything. I'm not hiding nothing. Nothing. We
Mhm.
don't want to hide nothing. So you check it. Do you like it? You know, if you like it, we go ahead. If you don't like it, we stop. All money is not good money. I
You
had
are
to learn
absolutely
that.
right. For the people in the back. All money is not good money. You are
Good
correct.
money, yeah.
And you
So you,
sometimes you have to turn down things.
yeah, I do turn down people.
Yeah. Yeah.
I turn down people for many reasons. If you're being disrespectful, we're not doing it. I
Mhm.
respect your money. I know everybody because I work hard for my own money. So
Mhm.
I know how much everybody, you know, work hard for their money. So you don't have to disrespect me. And I don't have to give you a rush job. So we want to give you equal value. You paying $20 for a style, you want to get the best for it. But at the same time, you have to respect me as much as I want to respect you. That's how it goes.
Absolutely. And I mean, with all the options that you're giving people, I'm sorry, pull it all the way. We got a whole lot going on the show tonight,
It's
y'all.
okay.
Pull the drawer all the way out, and you'll see some in the back too. I'm sorry, I have company. Anyway, y'all know this is real live TV. Is home stuff be going on, so excuse me. But yeah, you give them a lot of opportunities to say yay, nay, or whatever. And I absolutely love that you give them chances along the way. Because I know in my business I do as well. Like I might send you a proof and let you look at that, and I might send you a mock up. So I think that's important when you're in business, so that you don't have to worry about giving refunds, right? Because
Oh, yeah.
having
Especially for what we do.
yeah,
Because what we do requires a lot of physical strength, and then you standing on your feet. It comes with a lot of health complications in the future. I don't want to stand 3, 4 hours for nothing. You know, I might as well be laying down on my bed. So I'm very, yeah, I'm very protective of my time.
I love it
Uh,
though. You should. You should.
yeah.
I mean, time is important. You can
Mhm.
make more money, but you cannot make more time. Once it's gone,
Exactly. It's
it's gone.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you should be respectful of your time. And especially it's like you know your worth. You know what you're offering is quality.
Mhm.
Been around the block, you've done this before. So absolutely, you're the expert here. And if they don't like it, there's other braiders or whomever that they can go to. And you're okay with that, right? You're not
Yeah, it's
desperate like
fine.
you said to get other people's money. So I absolutely love that. I think that's one thing when you go into business, it's hard initially. You don't necessarily maybe have the steady income coming in. So you're like anything that comes along, you're like, but it can't be that way. You know what I mean? Because you have to set the level and the expectations for people. Otherwise, they will try you.
Yeah. I think being disciplined is the thing. Being disciplined will give you quality money.
Hmm.
Again, you don't just want to make everything that looks like money. No, it's not for you.
Right.
You want to make money that gives you the satisfaction that you deserve. So
Absolutely.
being disciplined has helped me a long way. When I started, I didn't have good phone. I didn't have pictures. I didn't have
Mhm.
Instagram and
Wow.
all that. No, I didn't have none of those. And
So
I
did
had,
you
I
go
had.
right into a shop when you came here, or did it take you some time before you actually got your shop going?
Oh, I didn't get my shop immediately. I got my shop many years later. So I trained. Like when I tell you, I took my time to learn the business. I learned the pros and cons of the business before I got my shop. But I worked from home for a long time too. So I
Okay.
built my clientele before I moved to the shop. I built a lot of um, customers before I moved. Yeah, so when I started, I didn't have good phone, I didn't have good pictures, I didn't have none of those. And coming from Africa, it was easier for people who grew up in this place to
Mhm.
have their village support them. I didn't have that support system, so I started with a Google page. That was how I started, and some of the customers would reach out to me, and after much, they will come to me, and I'll ask them, "Why did you come to me? Why did you choose me?" They say, "Your communication. You sound like you know what you're talking about." I said, "Okay, it worked. It worked." And if someone was being unruly, more vulgar language for me, you're not coming, and
Mm.
I don't care if I don't make money for that day, but I mean, it has to be right for me
Yeah,
to do it. Hmm.
got it. So how long have you actually been? How long has this been a full fledged business and not just I'm kind of braiding hair and people in my house? But when did you make it? How long has it been a full fledged business?
Okay, so even when it was in my house, it was a business.
Okay,
I got my LLC in my house and I treated it like a business.
okay,
Yes,
okay. So how many
yes.
years now? Have you?
This is my seventh year,
Okay,
and
nice.
this is my second year in the shop. So I took a long time
Oh,
in the house.
okay. So,
I took forever.
well, you
My
count the
growth
cost.
was a little slow, but I made it.
Opening a brick and mortar is no joke. So you really have
Yeah.
to be ready for a brick and mortar.
Yep.
A lot that comes along with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love the fact that you saying slow and steady because some people think things happen overnight, but it's not the case for
Mm-mm.
most businesses. It takes a long time. Like you mentioned, you took the time to get to learn your craft first.
Yes.
And then, and not just what I really love is you're into the condition of the hair. There's a lot of stylists that are not into the health of your own hair. You know what I mean? Because it's
Yeah.
braids or whatever. But when those braids come out, you still need to have something to work
You
with.
need. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I absolutely love that. So, um, are you glad that you made the dive into a brick and mortar? Like, was that a good thing at the time? Or looking back, do you think you would have done some things a little differently?
Um. No. I think now this is the thing though.
Okay.
Moving to a shop increased my overhead, but when it comes to business, you got to get to that level where it goes from a hustle to a business.
That's true.
So when I was in the house, even though I had my LLC, I was running under my LLC.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to grow. So bringing my business to the shop is giving me the opportunity for the growth that I wanted. One of the challenge I had when I was in the house is that
Mm-hmm.
was that I had to do the hair by myself. And so my health was suffering. My health was really declining. I had inflammation from spending
Okay.
too much and all that. So moving to the shop, I was able to hire more people. I have at least 15 braiders in my shop right now who work with me. So the weight of the responsibility is
Yeah.
not on me. Yeah,
Gotcha.
we've
Gotcha.
shared it.
Which is kind of nice. And you mentioned that profession is one that is hard on your health, right? I'm sure,
Yeah.
assuming your hands as well as standing, your feet, and things like that. There's a lot that goes into it. And is there a reason why braiders don't sit, that they stand?
Is it what?
A
I
reason
said,
why most braiders do stand instead of sitting?
when we stand, we tend to do more. We're more efficient when we
Oh,
stand. However, I have to come up with my own way of balancing it. So what I do is if I'm braiding, I start the braid, I leave it halfway. I will stand on my feet to start. When I'm finishing, I sit down to just to create a
okay.
balance. But in any way, it's still a very stressful job. It's very tedious. There is no way around it.
I am sure. How many heads would you say you do in a day?
I'm very fast. I can do between. I'm
I see you, but I think we lost the audio.
no. It costs to my.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Now I can, yeah.
Oh yeah, someone is trying to call my phone.
Oh, I got you.
So okay, so yeah, yeah, I personally can do between 5 to 7 people in one day.
Wow.
Even though it's too much, I'm trying to do less.
Yeah, typically when I've gone, it's been years because as you can see, I don't really have any hair.
Mhm.
I've had like two or three people like do my head at one time, so that
Yeah,
it cuts down the time factor, which I think is pretty cool. That three people can do one head and still come out with the same design,
result.
look, different. So if you had to give some advice to somebody who was thinking about going into the business, right? Specifically braiding, what type of advice would you give them? You mentioned that there's a lot of challenges, people's attitude and things like that. So what type of advice would you give them? Ah. You have the volume back. Can you hear me? So you've lost all your volume. Oh, you might be back. Say something. Oh, I think I had some audio from you, but now it's gone. Nope.
Hey, I am so sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Yep. Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yep, I can hear you.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It happens. Can you hear me? No.
I can hear you.
Oh wow. I don't know. You still have no volume? No.
I don't know what happened. I can't hear nobody. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Okay, let me check.
Okay. Well, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I'm at least glad we got.
I'm busy. I'll come in the shop. I'm busy. I'm coming in the shop.
You're in the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know we don't have the best connection. I'm glad we got a chance to meet you. It sounds like you have some clients or some employees that are needing you to come back inside. So unfortunately, we'll have to try to do it again, maybe when the connection is better, when you're not so busy. I guess being busy is good though. So I'm glad that you're busy. But for all my friends on the chat, I appreciate you
I
guys.
can't hear nothing.
Well, we're going to say bye universally with a hand wave. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. I'm sorry the interview wasn't longer, but you did get a chance to meet Merritt. So if you're in the Atlanta area and you want to go get your hair braided, look her up. I think it's Merritt Cuddy Hair Braider. If I'm not mistaken, I know that that's her Facebook and Instagram, so you can certainly go and check her out there. You know where to find me. Make sure that you come and check me out as well. And thank you so much with all the things that we had going on tonight. But we are going to end this live stream and we will try to do it again another time. So enjoy the rest of your evening, people. Later.